While we live in the comforts of our homes and comfy beds and sofas, there are animals that reside in the weirdest and most harshest of environments, and don't seem to complain about it. A home is a home, I guess. Also, unlike us humans, these animals are built for the habitats they live in. Today in this video, I bring you some of these animals to help us better understand the privilege we have of being humans. Lay back and relax, maybe even grab some snacks as we start the video. Welcome to Animals Wow TV. Let's get started. While cockroaches aren't well suited to surviving radiation in the aftermath of a nuclear holocaust, they do have a few qualities that allow them to survive and thrive all over the world, especially in the comforting warmth of human dwellings. This includes the potential to quickly develop pesticide resistance up to 6-fold in a single generation. This is due to cockroaches' unusually lengthy genome, which encodes for pesticide-fighting enzymes, as well as a keen sense of smell for identifying food. It's no surprise that they always locate my fruits, which I hide in various locations. Crafty little bastards. Lungfish are called living fossils, and are the closest living organisms to the progenitors of tetrapods, which include reptiles, amphibians, and mammals, with 6 species surviving today, 4 in Africa, 1 in Australia, and the other in South America. Lungfish, like other fish, have gills, but they use modified swim bladders as lungs to breathe air. This allows them to withstand droughts by burying themselves in the mud, cocooning themselves in a mucus cocoon, and slowing their metabolism in a hibernation-like state known as estivation. They reappear when there's enough rain to form a pool again, which can take up to 6 years. The Latin term omnisuperstes means highest of all, reflecting the fact that no creatures are known to dwell as high as Himalayan jumping spiders, which hikers discovered at 22,000 feet on Mount Everest. They have great eyesight, as do all jumping spiders, thanks to an array of 4 huge eyes on their face, allowing them to see insects blown up the slopes and pounce onto their prey. Just when I thought spiders couldn't get any worse. Weedas are enormous, flightless crickets native to New Zealand, including the mountain stone weeda, which has developed to withstand the harsh cold of the southern Alps. The mountain stone weeda may freeze if the temperature dips below freezing. The weeda thaws out when the temperature increases again and continues its existence as the world's biggest insect that can survive freezing. The flat bark beetle gets its name from its flattened form, which allows it to survive in gaps under and fissures between the bark of trees, including poplars, ashes, and oaks. The majority of species are red to alert predators that they contain unappealing and harmful compounds like fatty acids. Antifreeze proteins and glycerol enable the larvae to escape freezing, and they even vitrify at temperatures below 76 degrees Fahrenheit, generating a glassy condition. After mild warming, some larvae that had been chilled to below 148 degrees Fahrenheit were still alive. What the hell, are all you insects watching Star Wars? Tardigrades, or water bears, are 8-limbed, microscopic, multi-segmented animals that are usually less than 0.4 inches long and appear cute, yet alien in electron microscope photographs. Tardigrades are known to exist in over 1,200 species and can be found all over the world. Many prefer aquatic environments, such as coastlines and deep ocean depths, while others live in sediments and arid deserts. Tardigrades in the ton state have also survived temperatures as low as liquid helium, below 458 degrees Fahrenheit, and have been used in space experiments, surviving even the vacuum of space. While the diving bell spider of northern and central Europe and Asia is one of the few spiders that can live their whole lives below, it still needs oxygen to breathe, which it collects in a bubble similar to the diving bells humans use to explore underwater worlds. The spider constructs a tiny aquatic web between plant stems to make the bell. Then it flies to the surface where it gathers air bubbles with fine hairs on its legs, then returns to the web and releases the air, forming a dome. The spider can now squeeze within its bubble dome and ambush prey like insect larvae, water fleas, and shrimps after a few journeys. Until 2009, scientists thought that only single-celled life could survive deep below the Earth's rocks. Researchers digging through the water from a South African gold mine that year discovered tiny devil worms dwelling over 12,000 feet under the surface. The worms were feasting on microorganisms residing in crevices in the rocks below the surface. They're nematode worms, which have surface cousins that can withstand high temperatures and dehydration. Demon worms' forefathers may have sunk to the depths a long time ago. Sulfide worms live in sulfide chimneys, where sulfur-rich, superheated water erupts from hydrothermal vents deep in the Northwest Pacific, as their name indicates. They mostly eat bacteria here. These worms attach and grow in places where the temperature is at least 39 degrees Fahrenheit, up to around 149 degrees, despite the surrounding water being frozen. They're able to withstand the extreme higher temperatures in part because they contain high amounts of heat shock proteins. In times of abundance, southern Australia's water-holding frogs graze on insects and small fish in grasslands and ephemeral wetlands. When the weather gets hot and dry, however, they demonstrate a surprising capacity to endure. Burrowing into the muck, water-holding frogs produce mucus around their skin. The frogs stay nestled within these cocoons of mucus. As they remain in a hibernation-like state, the frogs' metabolisms slow down. The frogs emerge from their cocoons, burrow to the surface, and restart their lives when the rain returns. Giant tube worms, like other inhabitants of hydrothermal vents, were unknown until researchers diving to depths of roughly 5,000 feet in the Pacific discovered colonies of them living in colonies surrounding the columns of superheated water. These worms may grow up to 8 feet long and have brilliant red plumes that emerge from the tips of whitish chitin tubes, giving them a distinctive appearance. Because of hemoglobin, the plumes are red and exchange oxygen, carbon dioxide, and other molecules with the salt water. These feed symbiotic bacteria that reside within the tube worms, supplying them with the organic chemicals they need to survive. While Pacific viperfish are among the most terrifying-looking deep-sea creatures, they only reach a length of around a foot. They may be found as deep as 14,435 feet and can swim up to several hundred feet from the surface at night. Pacific viperfish are endowed with bioluminescent bacteria in patches called photophores that are distributed down their sides, in their mouths, and on their narrow dorsal fins they employ as lures to attract organisms like shrimp and tiny fish that they feed on. The Siberian salamander has a wide range of habitats from northern Russia to Korea and even Japan. Thanks to excellent tolerance to the intense winter cold, it is the sole amphibian in the far north of its range. Temperatures as low as below 22 degrees Fahrenheit allow them to freeze without being damaged by ice crystals. Salamanders thaw out and become active when temperatures rise, and while hibernation is supposed to last only winter, some have been resurrected after years in permafrost. Now that's ice cold, baby. Alright, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Do smash that like button if this video was to your liking. Comment down below what you think is the weirdest of these environments. Subscribe to our channel if this is the sort of video that you like to watch. Hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching, and take care.